Yo, I'm Pecyo and it's time to bone again, and in this video I want to show you how to unlock the Chaos Tome in just one try. It seems like a lot of people have trouble doing this one because they might be going for the wrong build, and this tome is pretty much meta right now, so yes, a lot of people want it, and I will show you how to do it on Calcium. Since I unlocked it first try with the run you see in the background with the build I'm showing you now. So the build is you go for attack speed, quantity, damage and the experience tome. Early you want to prioritize experience gain and quantity from the tomes and just take damage upgrades on your weapons, since these will do a lot of work with the quantity tome. Like any flat damage increase will help a lot. And apart from that, I put up my calculator on my phone while playing and just put 0+1 on the first tome, calculate, and then you just have to press calculate every time you do a charge, and this way you can count up if you got the 15 shrines. Also, if you don't know if you counted correctly, you can press escape and count the shrine logs you collected on the bottom left, and you just gotta take away the 3 silver gain buffs you have there because they are not from charge shrines. Then for the weapons, you want to go for Katana, Aegis and Tornado is what I did in this run. But basically, you definitely want Aegis just to make your life easier. Then I would just get Katana, or probably Wireless Dagger will work well too, to just get some early damage since bone is pretty bad. And then you want any knockback weapon. I took Tornado in this one, Shotgun works too, I think Sniper is knockback. Just to keep enemies away from you for a bit so you can charge the shrines in peace. Other important points for this challenge is to basically just go for stats that help you early, like projectile count. I'd also take an extra jump. Of course, you are not allowed to leave the zone of the charging shrines or you fail the challenge. It's also important to banish the beacon, because that is going to give you more shrines and you have to charge them as well. So just trust me, just banish it or you will just make it more complicated for you. And yeah, you don't even have to beat the final boss, so you don't have to worry about scaling. You will get the Chaos Tome by just charging all the shrines, and that's all you have to worry about. I would avoid any the greed shrines, because that makes it harder for you as well. You can take boss curses if you want, but it's not needed to, it's safer to not take them. But I took like 1 or 2 per stage in this run, just to give me some more chests. And with going for this early power, with the quantity tome and the attack speed tome, also crit chance or damage, like you have so much early power that you can deal with a few more bosses. To make things even easier for you, I would also recommend to take any wrenches you find and even duplicate them in the microwave, because that will just make you charge the shrines a lot faster. So after 9 minutes on the stage, you should easily have all the charge shrines with the extra move speed and the faster charging if you got the wrenches, but don't worry about it. It's pretty easy to do without the wrenches as well. And yeah, then at 1 minute I would spawn in the boss, just to make sure you don't run out of time and screw the challenge up with that. Overtime I would recommend to just go to the next stage, because you don't need to stay overtime in these runs, but just make sure to not stay longer than 1 minute on stage 1. In stage 2 you should get to 30 total shrines on your counter. And actually it gets a bit easier than stage 1, I would say here. Just make sure you just still don't get any difficulty to keep things easy for you. And don't get too many boss curses, I guess. Like I got 3 bosses here and spawned them at 1 minute. So if you got even more curses in your run, then make sure you spawn the bosses a bit earlier too. But yeah, I just wouldn't recommend going for too many curses. Probably shouldn't even take any of them. For the overtime on stage 2, I will probably do the same and just don't stay over 1 minute. Like they started knocking me around here already. With the Aegis you don't just die, but you could get knocked away too far from the portal. Just don't risk your run, because you don't need the extra scaling from overtime here. For me at this point I lost my focus a bit on the main goal, which is charging all shrines, so I was really late on the last 3, got them in the final swarm, which really risked the run to fail the challenge. So make sure you're smarter than me there and keep your focus on the goal of charging all shrines before overtime, because at 1 minute you will easily get knocked out of the zone by the Dark Ghost. I got really lucky here finding the shrine before 1 minute. and that way I made the challenge, and you should be able to do it too with the help of this build. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and sub, because I'm losing subs currently since I'm changing my main game on this channel. If you want to help me stay above 4K, I would very much appreciate it, and I will leave you with an edit of the boss fight. That of course took a while since we didn't really go for any scaling. If you want to see a video of how to just beat the game the easiest way on Calcium, let me know, and then I'm gonna make a build for you to just give you the easiest time to beat the final boss.